First came to pro development and I was in a bit of a hole. There was a lot of redundancies in the company, so I took on a lot of work, but everything felt like it was on top of me. So my boss actually introduced me to, I think, Abby, I think she just recently started at that time. We did a bit of coaching with her, which was so beneficial. And then she recommended the Remarkable Leadership Programme, which at first I was a little bit apprehensive because management was quite new to me and I felt like there might be a lot of experienced leaders on there. But once complete, I was really glad I did do it because I learned quite a lot. So I jotted down a few things that I learned from it. I don't want to go too much detail on what we did because I think you guys quite like to keep it a bit of a surprise. So you mentioned before about understanding what your team want, long term and short term. That's a conversation I never really had before with them. And I found it so beneficial to actually understand what they want, because we're so focused on what the company wants that sort of goes down a bit, like you don't really get to hear that from them, and that has opened up a lot of trust, honesty, and being on the same page, which I feel like we've created a lot of motivation through. The use of delegation. So I was very much felt like I had to do everything. I felt like everything, because I was the leader of the department, it all fell on me. So I was there trying to tackle everything, and you get a lot more out of it, obviously delegating to your team. But it's not just giving them, I suppose, a task, it's explaining that why. And yeah, I saw massive improvements. And then also feedback. So it's very easy to say, oh, well done, or good work today, but it's having a bit more meat on the bones, why what they did there was good. And the use of that, I felt I get a lot more out of people. It was also interesting, everyone on the course had different, I don't know how familiar everyone is with disc profiling, but everyone was sort of had a different profile. So for me, I'm an S. It was so interesting to see how sort of a D would lead the group, and I learned a lot from that, which I took, I suppose, back to the working environment. Setting clear goals, making sure everyone's on the same page, and being able to adapt to different situations. I also found like I achieved something from. And then just confidence. I thought when I first came to it, I didn't have much self-confidence, and now being able to speak to everyone today about the course, I feel like I've come a long way.